Hey, Becca. How are you? The snake, or actually, this is the dragon, because the snake is very long. Hi, Migs. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask, so I'm finishing pumping while I do my live. I haven't even been doing the laundry, and I'm tired of laundry. How's everybody today? Good. That is what Sundays are for. We need to do that too, but the terrorist was awake from like 4 to like 8 o'clock and was not happy. It was a little brutal. So we took a little breakfast nap, and hubby took the boys to get their haircuts. And then we took turns taking a shower. And now he's trying to take an afternoon nap with her so that I can have some alone time. And then I'll probably go take another afternoon nap with her. She is. I'm telling you. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Decided if nighttime lives weren't working, then we're gonna do middle of the afternoon. Because she does sleep pretty reliably during the day. Shit. Yeah, it's a stamped kit that I got from Painting Fairy. Let's see. So that's what we're working on. Ooh. That's late. Oh, thank goodness. It's very pretty. The threads are super nice. Ouch. What do you call it? The printing is great. And it's a 14 count. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. Okay. Now I can turn on the light now that I'm not attached to this machine. They are expensive. Oh, yeah, for my stamped kits, I'm usually at an 11, but they had it in 14. I was like, I would rather do a 14. So I was like, let's try it, because they gave me a coupon. And I really like it so far. Okay, I'm gonna need YouTube to stop putting all these ads in my music. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay. Just it wants to be dramatic. Girl, same. I've been trying to focus on my smaller pieces to get them done. And I mean, it's working so far. It's just, new baby and all. Okay, so my thread wants to be dramatic now. Thank you. Can you do a monochrome? This is gonna piss me off. I mean, that's fair. There are too many options. Michelle! This one I got from Painting Fairy cross stitch, Leticia. And so far, I am greatly enjoying it. Except for my thread. Oh, that's why. Maybe. We'll see. See what happens when I pull this through. Yeah, absolutely. I think the Caffeinated Crafter has a discount code that you could probably use, but they have a really wide selection of like price ranges. And so far I am loving the stamped quality and the thread quality. So 10 out of 10 recommend. And I have bought cross stitch kits. Wow, okay. I am sleep deprived. Cross stitch kits, stamped ones off of Amazon, GBFK, VIP cross stitch, Paint Some Way. So I've had a plethora of stamped kit experience. Ooh. Yeah, one of the ones I wanted, I think was like $300. And I'm just like, ugh. But it's beautiful. Oh. I think you can get them at like Walmart and Hobby Lobby and stuff now too. They're not as seems like they're a lot easier to source these days than they used to be. But maybe that's just because, like confirmation bias, because I do them now, I see them more. Okay. I don't care. Play my music. Thank you. Okay. We're going to be done with this because this is pissing me off. I've got to turn on the light anyways. Hi, Kaylee. I feel like the universe is telling me not to do this because I've never had this much problems before. Ooh. Can we freaking not? Good googly moogly. Okay, we're gonna end this. I'm gonna turn on my light. And we'll try something else. Like, I'm too sleep deprived for this. I'm messing around with friggin' thread. This is a 14 count. I'm gonna turn on my light. Hello, Nikki. Yes, it has been. Whew. It has been a time. I'll say that. How are you? Oh, glad to see my overhead light didn't really help. Oh, glad to see my overhead light didn't really help. What is this? Good. Sorry, I gotta chug water because I'm nursing. So I just dumped collagen and a bunch of electrolytes in and call it a day. All right. That made me mad. Let's try this again. Hello, Coco. I am working on a stamped kit from Painting Fairy. It is a 14 count stamped kit, and I'm trying to get my life together real quick before I pull out some more threads. It is very pretty. Hi, Mikoi. I got it from Painting Fairy cross stitch, and I have been very pleased with the quality. So I do highly recommend. Oops. Okay, there's one thread. The shipping was good. I think it took like maybe a week, which I don't think is bad at all, considering it came from China. And I didn't have to pay for shipping, so there. I braided my threads because those ones were getting on my nerves. I pulled out 964 and 772. Okay. Yes, I did tag them in some of my posts on my page if you want to look. And then that way you have the right account, because I guess they have multiple accounts. Okay. It's going to be paintingfairycrossstitch.com, I believe. And then I do tag them after I do my stamp kit Sundays, if that helps. Sorry, I don't have the website on hand right now, but that is their name. Might just be Painting Fairy, but I'm pretty sure it's Painting Fairy Cross Stitch. Thank you, Becca. See, I was wrong. Fairycrossstitch.com. Oh, I love peonies. Yeah, I have like I probably have like 30 stamped kits on top of the full coverages and like normal size whips that I have for counted cross stitch. So I will be a busy bee for a while. Do you post your updates? I like seeing everybody's whips. Girl. And the sad part is that, hi Nina, that's forever away and simultaneously not that far away. And I don't like it. For a minute, I forgot that you were talking about the big one, and I just saw the 5 for 5,000. And I was like, girl, if you don't go stitch that right now. But then I remembered. Heck yeah. 10,000 is a big milestone, in my opinion. Maybe if I do the regular stitching method, it won't tangle up on me as much. Because I know you said to move it farther down the thread, but I feel like, I don't know, I think my brain's just not working, and I feel like that's going to mess me up more. Shut up. I don't care. Yeah, that's true. These aren't like super long threads either. It's just that they, since I have to blend everything, that's my only gripe, is that there's a lot of blends in this particular pattern. I don't know if all of them are like that Or just the ones I picked? Let's see. Of course, it's not going to tell me. Let's see. I got to unroll it. Dang it. I think it's like a 200 by like 400. It's quite large. 350 by 464. Oh, and this is a 16 count. I feel like that's a lie. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. There you go. Okay. Join us. Pick up cross stitch. You need it for the vibes. I feel like that's a totally valid argument. You can get a kit at Hobby Lobby for $12. I have full finish kits on my website for $25. It's only expensive once you become obsessed. Then we have a problem. But if you're just starting, it's very inexpensive. And as you see, you can pick it up and put it down anytime you want for as long as you want. It did it again. Okay. I love it. I think my favorite thing in the world is like getting new people involved and then seeing all their progress and like the kind of patterns they like and how deep or, you know, like not deep they get into it. Because some people will go full send. I need 120,000 stitch full coverage for my first project. And then other people are like, let me start with this 300 one. Ooh, Kaylee, my mom bought me 2 of those. And they're both like, I think over 100,000 stitches. And I haven't even started because when she bought them, we were in the process of moving. And my husband's like, you will absolutely not start those until after we move. And I was like, we're in the process of moving. And my husband's like, you will absolutely not start those until after we move. And I was like, you are correct, sir. You have a valid argument. So I only have the 1 full coverage going in terms of counted. And, but once I get through, 10 or 15 of these smaller ones, I'll probably start those. I swear. Okay. Yeah, the universe didn't want me stitching on this for some reason. Oh, good Lord, Kaylee. That's so much. Do you have them posted on your page? I want to see. I bet they're stunning. It's really funny because my mom got me this one, and she's like a, what is it called? Black Widow, maybe? Something to that effect. And, it's like dark and gothy and totally not my mom's vibe. But she's like, I saw it and I knew you would just love it. And I was like, Mom, you're so cute. I said, however, also, if you're in the mood to buy me stuff, will you buy me this mermaid pattern that I saw? And that one's all like creams and whites and silvers. She goes, I didn't think you'd like something like that. I'm like, she's so pretty. I just like to stitch pretty things. I'll have to go look then. I have her name, Amphitrite, something like that. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then another really gorgeous pattern creator on here is, well, not on here, but on Etsy, is Nomadic Needle Designs. She has some absolutely incredible pieces and they're super affordable. They upload to Pattern Keeper like a dream. No issues. And I have 2 of hers. And those are smaller. So, and then one is a gift for my husband. So I have to actually like start working on that again after the baby actually starts getting a schedule. Because there's nothing worse than sitting down to try and like stitch full coverage and then you have to get up 20,000 times because your baby can't stand to see you happy. I'm just kidding. Oh, congratulations, Alicia. So we're both just touched out and sleep deprived, trying to get our stitch on. So I roll it. I roll it like this, and I have these little clippies, and I ran out of room on my storage rack. Bye, Becca. Thank you. So I've just clipped it to like the wire shelf, so it's up there in a way. But the ones that I've actually, so I have these. Those are all stamped kits. I ran out of room on that, and so I have a couple totes worth of other stamped kits. And my counted cross stitch kits that are waiting to be started. Yeah. Don't laugh at Megs. I really like it. It's one of those, like, you know, gift wrap storage thingies. Makes it super convenient. And I think these were called beach towel clips. I don't know. But these are very helpful too, especially because I like to sew in hand on these. It's just currently have too much thread and it was tangling, so I'm just doing normal stitching. Yeah, I tend to work on bigger patches first. Like, okay, here's a solid chunk of, you know, whatever color. Let me just do this. And then I'll move to another solid chunk because I can't stand confetti. No. See, and I haven't had this problem before. There we go. And it's making me angry, and I don't want to be angry while I'm cross stitching. What in the crap? Okay. So this is just gonna piss me off all day, right? Yeah, awesome, cool. Neither do I. It's one thing, like when I'm working on my full coverage, you know, I go square by square. So it's one thing to have those and then, you know, do the big chunks and then fill it in and keep moving on. But on these, it's a little more intensive, if that makes sense. Stop. And I don't prefer it. Oh, there goes my little pterodactyl. Which means I'm gonna have to rescue my husband soon. But that's okay. We got some work done. I'm going to bring one of my smaller patterns into the bedroom with me, or force myself to move here in the crafter with her and just try stitching while she's attached to me. Because I was able to do it the other day. It's just not my preferred way to stitch. But, you know, if she's going to be up all night and I'm going to be up all night, I might as well get something done. So for these, because I have, it's a thread blend. You can see on here these, and so I slide my needle under several of these. Ow. And then I pull it through and I do a pin stitch and then stitch over it and trim the little tails. And then I basically do the same thing underneath the stitches on the back. Ooh, thank you for the follow. You're welcome. If I only have 2 threads, I fold a single thread in half and do the loop start method, and then I finish it the same way as I just showed. Felicia, does your baby sound like a little pterodactyl? Because mine sounds like a little tiny dinosaur. She makes these little cute, high-pitched, squeaky squeals. And I'm like, you sound like that dinosaur that spit like that tar in the guy's face and blinded him. Or those little tiny ones that ate that guy. Hi, Rachel. So, I should have pinned it. I believe it's fairycrossstitch.com. I have them, if you look on my page, I do have my stamped kit ones. I have them tagged so that you can actually see like the correct account and everything. And they have a wide variety. Like you can get, one of my friends got her pattern for like 99 cents. And then they have apparently patterns all the way up to $1,000. So there's a nice range. It takes about a week, but it was a really, really nice kit. Like the stamping is incredible. The fabric didn't smell. The threads are amazing. My favorite cross stitch stamped kit that I've purchased so far. And then she does the little grunts where it's usually when she's going to the bathroom, but sometimes it's just because she's moving and she'll be like, ugh, ugh. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Thank you, Megs. Beautiful. Why can I not pin the comment? I want you to pin the comment. It won't let me pin it either. Hi, Laura. But you should be able to copy and paste the comment and go look. They have absolutely just stunning kits. I love them so much. I'm like, ugh. I really want their scroll frames like me and Becca were talking about. I just have to save up. But I think I'll buy one for Christmas. Or convince my hubby to get me one for my birthday. Yeah, I think the one that I want is, I think it's 200 too. Because I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to get a scroll frame, I need to get one that, one, can stand up and like I can take it downstairs and like, you know, sit on the couch, or I can sit it in the bed with me or something. And to be multifunctional. But then also too, I want it to fit my full coverage pieces. So that way, or even just some of my larger pieces, you know, like that way I can actually start working on them. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy that they come in the different colors too. I'm like, well, yes, I will take one in every color except for green. Yeah, I really like the purple one, and I like the pink and blue. And black, of course, because, you know, got that whole bubblegum goth vibe going on. Oh, Megs. So I tried to go live on YouTube, and they're like, you need 50 more followers, or you need to post some more shorts in order to be able to go live. And I was like, okay, fine. Guess I won't try that. I don't want to. I don't want this. I know. I was like, rude. Although, in fairness, I don't even think I should be able to go live here on TikTok. I just somehow... Thank you for the follow, Megan. Just somehow gained the ability, and I was like, I'm not going to question it. Full send. Uh-oh. Let me tell my husband I'll... Let me tell my husband I'll rescue him. That means I better stitch faster. I don't like to leave strands hanging if I can help it. So I generally will be like, okay, I'm going to finish my strand and then I will come save you. Or, you know, come to bed because... Yeah, and I'm already having a problem with it, so let's not. Stitch like the wind. I love it when my husband talks to her. Because he'll go from like trying to comfort her to be like, okay, well, if you want to be mad, you can just suck it up, buttercup. You can go ahead and be mad over here. he's so excited to be girl dad. Because all we have are boys. Oh, enjoy your hot cocoa. Oh man, I'm so old. I was like, haha, hot cocoa. Anyways, thank you for joining. I hope to see you again. And if you have posts of your peonies, I would love to see them. That's all I want my TikTok to be, is cross-stitch videos and like funny animal videos. Bye. Where am I? I don't like that the color is blending into these other stitches, but it'll get better when I put those stitches in. Yeah, Foxy. I'll email it, or not email it, but I'll message you. Oh, my username while I feed the babies. Hi, happy Sunday. Thank you for sharing. You absolutely do. Sometimes she wakes up from her nap and she just wakes up mad. And I'm like, same girl. Okay, I'm going to have to park this and go rescue him. I say that like he's not fully capable. He's got bottles and everything like that there. I know how stressful it can be, and I don't like to leave him in a position where it makes him and the baby frustrated. So especially because that was me last night. I was just like, oh my God. She woke up at 4 and stayed awake till like almost 8. And most of it was angry. I don't even think she particularly likes me. She just wants food. All right. We'll go ahead and leave this open like this, and I will try and do it later. Thank you guys so much for joining and putting up with all the nonsense. I will try to possibly get on later, but I'll be posting more updates because I'll figure out how to stitch with her on me. So, but thank you. I will see you guys later. Bye.